What's up, brother? Hope you're well. Today, I want to talk about something critical. Never allow people to mess around with your money. Now, what do I mean by that? And I mean in the sense of people taking liberties. I mean in the sense of people trying to take advantage of your hard work. Whether that's an employer, that's a friend. Don't ever allow people to play with your money because that's your time, that's your energy, that's the discipline in physical form that you have put in, and somebody's trying to play with that. You can never allow that. As a man, you have a duty of care. That duty of care extends to yourself, number one. And that comes from people respecting your work from an employee perspective. Don't ever allow an employer to play with your paycheck. They better pay up. They should respect the work that you do. And that's it. There is no more conversation to be had regarding that. Your paycheck is symbolic of the efforts that you put in. You don't work 40 hours, 50 hours, 60 hours grinding, taking no for answers if you're in sales to be treated like a disposable cup. And in the grand scheme of things, that's what we eventually become. But this experience, and I'm talking from personal experience this week, right? Something very interesting happened. My employer tried imposing this new managerial style on me because he was getting pressure from the top. And I was very simply said, "Oh, so you've never had an issue with this before, but now you're going to start questioning that." I said, "Okay, cool." So I realized in between the lines, there was this issue of we're gonna start doing certain things and your bonus may be affected. And I was like, no, it isn't. What did I do? Had a very respectful conversation with him, highlighted everything, what's done. No ambiguity. That's the key. And I was told by a very dear friend, a very wise woman, because I was a bit hesitant to take that road, to bring that vagueness into clarity. And she goes, and I will never forget this lesson. She says something so profound that it made me think about this whole situation in a different form, which was, why do you care about someone who does not give a flying fuck about you? I.e., if they're willing to kick your stomach, and remove food from your table, they don't care. So why the hell do you care about people that don't care about you? Man, I tell you, that broke it for me. I was like, fuck, dude, I've been looking at it from the wrong angle. Maybe because I'm a nice person. I don't like to call people out. Not that I'm unable to, because I was shocked. I was like, for a whole year and a half, everything's going well. Now you have an issue. Cool. Started documenting everything. Then all of a sudden, on Friday, just an hour before, the managers and the manners, "Thank you for your cooperation, this, that." Why? Because I put pressure on him. And when you highlight unfairness, and when you highlight the vagueness of what he was trying to do to protect himself, to ultimately throw me under the bus for his incompetence, bruv, you don't owe nobody that level of loyalty. To an employer, to a friend, to a family member, nothing. If somebody can do that to you, you don't owe them shit. You have absolute right to tell them to fuck off. Simple as. Sounds harsh. whatever. Don't stay loyal to the wrong person, man. Because what? Fear of change, fear of conflict. And those are the emotions I was going through. But loyalty without respect, you're being unjust to yourself. You're betraying yourself. Because I did something from the heart, because I cared about this, I put effort into my work. And bro, you're not just about to fuck me over like this because you think it's okay, because you think to protect yourself, you're going to throw me under the bus. Get the fuck out. Simple as that. So I learned a very emotional, very interesting lesson, which is don't give a fuck about people who don't give a fuck about you. Simple, point blank. That level of loyalty, that level of respect, no, you don't deserve that. And you have to understand. And this is what this woman taught me. Says, you're looking at your money very emotionally when you need to be forensic, when you need to be disciplined, when you need to be emotionally detached. You need to look at it objectively. You did this. How are they treating others? And I was like, whoa, that's so true. Everyone else getting treated normally. And you're going to tell me that because you're getting pressure upwards from top down, that you're going to fuck up my paycheck? Nah, mate, not happening. So the important lesson is this. You have to have confidence in you got to have that confidence in yourself that God is looking after you. Seek advice from people and don't tolerate people's nonsense. Simple as that. Employers, family, friends, whoever, if they mess up with your money, cut them out. You need to impose these boundaries. Simple as that. Without that, you are just playing yourself. And don't play yourself. Because when you start taking your money seriously, people start taking you seriously. And this is the most important lesson I learned. When you start taking your money, your paper seriously, that's only when people start respecting you. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't let anyone talk you out of your paycheck. Fight only because you're worth it. Yeah? And remember, be too dumb to quit. Because these people don't like when you come with the facts. Don't ever let anyone play you for your paycheck. Love you. Have a great weekend. Speak soon.